Hey guys, the Firebird is here. It's just me, and wow, you guys really did like last video. For my last video, in case you haven't watched it already, but judging by the views and the amounts of times this was shared on Facebook, I'm guessing that you guys saw it. I basically did a Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Beast Wars style opening using the same music and using the footage from the trailers we received. In fact, some of you guys liked it so much that my video even made it into an article in tierformers.com. Oh my god, I'm in Tierformers now, I'm famous! But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be received that well, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Anyways, now we're gonna talk about Transformers Rise of the Beast. And I have some, I wouldn't say exclusive new info, but it's info that I'm pretty sure no one has talked about yet. And also one more thing, my editor friend who edits my videos, sometimes he can't do it all the time. Last video was entirely of my doing. But he's actually from Peru, the place where they're gonna be filming Rise of the Beast, you know, over there in South America. He told me some very juicy information and details about the plans for the production and some stuff that Hasbro has been doing over there, especially with the fans from that country, which I think it's really interesting. I think we should talk about. Right now, as of June 15, they're still filming in Canada. We've seen a couple of footage flying around about, you know, chases throughout the streets involving Mirage, a leaked script detailing some of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime's lines. Nothing too major, just some small pieces of dialogue, which, I mean, it could be really plot relevant, or it could just be like a passing comment or whatever. But overall, hype for Rise of the Beast is growing. And I think it's kind of funny because Kingdom's being all but forgotten at the moment, except for that one trailer I did, which re-sparked interest on it. So I unintentionally helped Netflix and Rooster Teeth, even though I don't like them that much, which is kind of funny. But that's not the point. Since my friend has connections to the place where they're going to be filming Transformers Rise of the Beast, I have tons of Firebird sleeper agents all hiding and waiting in Peru for the Transformers filming to begin. So it is very likely that I'm gonna have some exclusive footage and news to report when the time comes. Like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss out. As soon as they start filming there, I'll probably have some info. Some of my friends, families, and some of our sleeper agents are probably gonna be reporting on some very juicy info. For now, I have some interesting information to report about some of the goings on in Peru, some of the production stuff. They're still not filming there. So far, they're still filming in Canada. Supposedly after Canada, they're gonna come here to New York. But recently, my editor shared this news report with me. It's a local news reports channel from Peru, so it's not American, so obviously it's more trustworthy. And some very interesting things are going down there in preparation for Rise of the Beast. The fans over there are basically starting the hype train, and some of them are even getting invited to some Hasbro stuff if the reports really leave. Again, I can 100% guarantee that some of the stuff they're saying here is 100% true, but there is some validity to it. First off, we have this new Transformers that is currently being built over in Peru. Now, don't make a mistake, this is actually not related. Well, it is related to the movie, but the thing is that this is actually being made by fans. Over there in Peru, they use these motorcycles as taxis. They're kind of unsafe, according to what my friend told me. But they're like something that's like embedded into like the structure of like how society works over there. I mean, they still use taxis and stuff, but this is another form of taxing. Standing 5 meters tall, weighing about a ton, I present to you the Transformers being made right now in Peru, Artorito. Yeah, it's actually like R2D2 from Star Wars, but it turns out that in the Spanish dub for Star Wars, they actually call R2D2 like Arthur, basically. Thought that was kind of funny and interesting. So yeah, that's where the name comes from. Now, this man right here, the one that you're seeing on this news report, is an artist who's like sculpting this, you know, motor taxi transformer. And I have to admit, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's not gonna transform, unfortunately. He's even making plans for other Transformers that he's currently working to sculpt in the future. Right now, he's working on this guy who I'm just gonna name R2 for simplicity's sake. And funnily enough, this guy began working on this Transformers right here before Rise of the Beast was officially announced and before we even knew where they were gonna film. And the funny part is that they're gonna be filming exactly where this guy is. I'm not saying like, oh my god, we're gonna see this guy in Rise of the Beast and the Allspark's gonna bring human machinery to life. We're gonna see all of these Transformers all over again. And no, it's just a really weird coincidence that they're building these Transformers just as the movie's coming to that country in that specific city of Cusco. It's just such a weird coincidence. I mean, Hasbro has been very, I guess, attentive to the Transformers Peruvian fans out there. One of them who runs this Transformers museum, he literally has a Transformers museum. I never knew about that. That's crazy. And my friends from there, he never knew that. He has G1 toys, War for Cybertron toys, Prime toys, RID toys, you name it. I mean, look at this guy. He has personally gone on record to mention that in total he has 10 million Transformers in that museum. I am not kidding. Honestly, considering the place he's in and the store that he has his museum set on, it actually wouldn't surprise me he does have around 10 million Transformers. It's either 10 million or 10,000. Translation from English to Spanish is a bit weird sometimes. I'm thinking it's closer to 10,000. 10 million seems like quite a stretch, you know? Now, the reason why I'm also talking about this guy right here is because he has exclusive Rise of the Beast information. Hasbro apparently reached out to him. He was apparently invited by Hasbro themselves to the presentation for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, the report didn't really make it clear if this is like a different presentation or something that's gonna be done in the future, but my guess is that they're referring to that big presentation that a bunch of Transformers, fans, some investors, some people in the community got to attend and see exclusive, first looks at how the robots are gonna look like, what characters are gonna be there. Remember that time I reported on the news talking about which characters were gonna be on the movie, and the only reason we found out who and which ones and how they're sort of gonna look like is because of those people who were invited there. He was one of them. So Hasbro has this guy like on their radar. This isn't just some nobody. So if he says he has exclusive info, then he does have exclusive thing. He's a very reliable source. In fact, he actually confirmed 3 places where they're gonna be filming in Peru. Cusco, Artorito, which is like some place in the outskirts of the country, according to my friend, and Machu Picchu, which it's like the main cultural side of like the ancient Incan Empire in South America. That's one of the places they're going over to film. And if you were worried that we're probably not gonna see any Transformers battles in like the cities or whatever, it looks like they are gonna be filming in cities. We actually are gonna get like fights in the jungle, fights in the cities. Don't know the scale of that, if it's gonna be like Dark of the Moon level, probably somewhere more closely to Revenge of the Fallen. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The rest of this news report also goes over some of the Transformers fans over there. There's people dressing up as Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, which that's actually some pretty cool cosplay. That Bumblebee looks great. That Optimus Prime is alright, it's missing some flames, but it's like, what can you do about it? Like, people are like going out the streets and like, role playing as Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. There's people making their own Transformers, having their own Transformer stores where they sell them, like sell different Transformers memorabilia. It's all very cool, and now people are talking about like what's going on over there, where it's the main center place where Rise of the Beast is gonna take place. The center, the hook of the movie is gonna take place over there. So it's very interesting to see how the Transformers fans are faring over there. Also, I really hope that Artorito makes a cameo in the movie. Just cause, it will fit to have a Transformer that transforms into one of the local vehicles. Like, you don't see this type of vehicle over here in America. Over there, it fits, it's appropriate. It'll be pretty cool. A nice nod to the fans here who are working hard on building the hype over there, keeping up with the news and stuff. And the fact that Hasbro has reached to one of these guys about, Transformers Rise of the Beast, and, gave them exclusive access, exclusive info that we ourselves don't know yet. It's honestly very cool, and it wouldn't surprise me if we do end up seeing this make a cameo in the movie. Will it happen? Who knows? Maybe, probably, it's Transformers, anything can happen. I'm still hoping for my Peter Cullen cameo, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen anytime soon. At least not until the Optimus Prime solo movie. Chances of this guy making it into the movie are kinda slim, but if it does end up happening, in the off chance, because you never know, it's Hasbro and Steve Capo Jr. is an entirely different director than Michael Bay. He actually listens to the fans, he actually seems to know OG Transformers, he grew up with Beast Wars, he actually really does like the OG stuff, the OG designs. Wouldn't surprise me if, you know, he includes this on the film. And if it doesn't end up happening, you heard it here first, folks. I was the first one who mentioned this guy. Originally, I wanted to talk about the filming, some of the leaked footage that we saw over there in Canada, but I don't know, like, I figure I'm gonna wait until the end of the month before doing a complete summary of everything that happened and everything that we saw this month in terms of filming, just for the sake of, you know, simplicity and stuff. And not be spamming the channel with like thousands of videos just talking about, oh, hey guys, we saw Mirage in Canada and he moved from one street to the next street. You know, that will be boring. I don't want to report on anything, you know, any kind of footage of just the cars going from one side to another, unless it's very interesting. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think of how the Transformers fans over there in Peru are gearing themselves up for the filming of Rise of the Beast. What do you think of R2-D2, the first Peruvian Transformers? And for any you know, exclusive future leak and info, stay tuned here at the Fire Brothers. Our sleeper agents are ready and waiting to spy on the film. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Anyways, guys, before we go, shout out to our amazing Patreons: True Blue 712, Stitch Productions, Stephanie Ballard, Christopher Prime, Predator King Hunter Plays, Mario Gordon, Allspark Studios, Scrub Lordo, and to our even bigger Big Boss patron Jordan the Great, who donated $100. And to our other even bigger boss Patreon, X23, who donated a amount of money. I leave you guys to wonder how much he did. Anyways, thank you guys for your donation, it's much appreciated. I need the money to be able to feed Squeaker, because Squeaker is a useless platypus who doesn't do much all day. So it falls to me and you. I tip my fedora in gratitude and toast in your honor. If you guys want to donate to my Patreon, links in the description down below. Some of these guys also do some YouTube content, so if you guys want to check them out, that will be much appreciated. Some of them do Transformer stuff, some of them do non-TF content if you're into that. But be sure to check them out, because you're guaranteed to find at least something cool that's to your liking in one of their channels. I even collab with some of them, Scrubler. But keep in mind that donating is optional, because freedom is the right of all sentient beings. By donating to my Patreon, you get quite a few rewards. You get to see some of my videos early, some of my more longer animated projects, you'll get to see some early sketches and even suggest some things if you want them to. You get to collab with me in some of my videos if you so choose, you just have to let me know. And you can request videos and suggest some video ideas. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal, but just remember, we don't force anyone. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys.